Hey, 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 you beautiful twin flames. It's really early in Australia. About 8:05, so I'm still getting my voice chakra going. And today, I've got a concept video for you. I'm just looking here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a Barbie hair. We were just doing her hair before, trying to cheer her up because Ken's gone and done a runner. He is Barbie's twin flame, it turns out, and we didn't even know. They came from completely different sellers on eBay. And anyway, they had a fight, and Barbie said it's okay for me to talk about this, but pretty much what happened is she needed some pants, and she wanted to borrow Ken's pants, and Ken doesn't have any other pants at the moment. So it turns out that Barbie has got thicker thighs than Ken by just a little bit. Either that, or I'm not going to be able to, when Ken finally comes back, I won't be able to put the pants back on Ken. So anyway, to make a point, Barbie is wearing leg warmers. She's calling them leg warmers now, but they are actually Ken's jeans. She's kind of a little bit annoyed because, you know, they had the whole bliss and bubble love phase together, and, you know, she's been meditating, she's been, you know, in touch with herself and all of that stuff, and then Ken just said, look, I've got to go. You took my pants. And we think he's gone to find some pants, but we're not sure. So we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment. And we've been trying to get these pants up, but it's just, it won't happen. And I think many divine feminines have been there in the shops trying to try on pants and realizing that what size they say they are, and then you try and get them on. You know, it's that age old problem that we have, and even Barbie has this problem. And so today I'm doing third world problems. Hey, we can't get our pants on. But today I'm doing a concept video about, well, it's kind of about what happens in the dynamic between twin flames. And so, of course, I've got my drawing paper ready. So I hope you've got your thinking caps on. Have you got your thinking caps on? I haven't got a cap, but I wish I did. I don't know. I think Little Red Riding Hood wants to be with me today. She keeps staring me down, and I feel like if I don't let her kind of just be here today, she's going to get upset with me. So let's bring her over so she can stare at you. We're still working out what to do with her hair. I mean, I don't know. Before we start, let's just take her cape off. Her cloak, cape, I'm not sure what it is, but her hood. Little Red Riding Hood in the hood. Hang on. It's not going to come off. Oh, okay, it is. Oh, that's better. Now, oh, wow, she looks a lot less freaky now, sort of. Okay, so if we just do that with your hair for now, I think in America they call that bangs. You know, her bangs are a bit big, but I don't know. In Australia, we call that a fringe. You know, the top bit, a fringe. I don't know. So anyway, I don't know who dressed you, Little Red Riding Hood, but you're very creased. But anyway, that's okay. We'll just try and make you look not as spooky as you normally do, because sometimes I'm wondering whether or not the wolf was afraid of Little Red Riding Hood. Now that's so much better, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, see we've got to just move those bits. Hang on. We'll just get you right for the camera. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so not a spooky Little Red Riding Hood is molting all over my desk now. So if I hold up some pieces of paper in a minute with hair all over it, it's either Barbie's hair or Little Red Riding Hood's hair. We've got a harem going on here, literally, with hair everywhere. I don't know. What do I do with that? Ugh. I'll just place it over there for now, and then I can... Goodness me, what a mess. Alrighty. Where's my pen? Whew. Okay, so I'm always talking about... I just can't help but play with her curls, but I'm always talking about heart space open. Heart space open. Now, this is not the complete concept that I want to talk about, so stay tuned because I'm going to touch on a few different things today, alright? But heart space open is when you finally decide that no matter what's playing out in the 3D matrix world, as I like to call it, you remain steady and balanced and in that loving space anyway. So Little Red Riding Hood might come up to me and say, hey Nat, your hair isn't as pretty as mine because I've got curls and you don't. Alright, so let's just say someone came up to you and said that. If you're a guy, it might be something like, gee, you're not wearing jeans today, Ken. Is something going on in your life? You look a bit exhausted. Right. Ken, when he comes back with no pants, it's going to be funny. Anyway. So this heart space open idea is great when we're talking about, friends that we love and family that we love and our, divine masculine or feminine that we love. And, or a puppy, aka puppy. So that's all well and good. But when someone comes to us in a way that we don't like, or that hurts our feelings, quite often we close off the heart space. Okay, so we come to this understanding that when we're around certain people, we feel good, we feel like we can trust them, we can give our whole heart to them. And then for everyone else, we kind of have to close our heart off. So it's sort of like a snail, when the snail is traveling along, it feels amazing, doesn't it? It looks amazing. It even, its little antennas prick up slowly. And if you've ever watched a snail, they're fascinating creatures. You might be there a while, but they're just going where they're going, and they're happily going where they're going. And then when there's a threat, they go back into their shell to protect themselves. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about today, is that most of us go from this open heart chakra, closed heart chakra, open heart chakra, closed heart chakra, and this actually is sending out a vibration into the universe. Okay, so imagine back in the olden days when I was a kid, we had old-fashioned telephones where actually, had the little wire and you, hello, and if there was something wrong with the line, the telephone was dead, you just get either nothing or it would go beep, make this noise. So let's do a little example with the telephone line. This is my really bad telephone drawing. So if any of you don't like my drawings, I don't care. Get used to it, because I never learned how to draw. So this is the old-fashioned telephone. And let's say it's someone you like, and you pick up that phone, you say, hey Ken, how you doing? I hear you've got no pants at the moment. Ooh, that might be a little tough subject for now. Little Red Riding Hood, what do you think about that? You think he must be cold? Okay, yeah, he must be. Parts of his body might be smaller too, you know? She doesn't know what I mean, but that's okay. If you know what I mean, it's funny. If you don't, it doesn't matter. So heart chakra open. We're on the line to that friend that we love so much. Do you like my telephone hand? It took me ages to come up with that earlier. All right, so Ken, wow, you're having a great day. You found some pants, did you? Excellent, that's wonderful. One of my viewers was telling me I needed to get more pants for you. Excellent, right? So here I am, heart chakra open. Here Ken is, heart chakra open. With no pants on. Anyway, that's a whole nother story, as we know. Now, if Aunt Bessie rings me up, right, and Little Red Riding Hood can be Aunt Bessie, and Aunt Bessie's a very judgmental, very yucky, I don't know, third dimensional, let's say, third dimensional mindset person. Ring, 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 ring. Got my old-fashioned phone. Hello. Oh, Aunt Bessie, hi. How you doing? No, I didn't realize that my last selfie showed... Oh, it wasn't showing the cake that you made me. It was in the background. Oh, was it? I didn't even realize, because I didn't take that photo. Someone else took that photo. So I need to take a new photo of the cake and post it on Instagram. Okay. Sure. I would, but it's just that we ate the cake at the party, so it's going to be you'll bake another one, will you? And we'll have another party next week on Saturday. Well, actually, on Saturday, I've got a friend called Ken who actually might need my help. Yeah, so that's not going to be possible. Yes, I do still love you, but I don't think I can... What do you mean, Aunt Bessie? Wow, she hung up. So... what happens then when you hang around with people who aren't for you is that you can close off your heart chakra. They can do things like make you feel guilty. They can gaslight you. If they're a total narcissist, look up that word and you know what I mean. But we become uncomfortable in our own skin because of what people say to us and because of their expectations of us. And so my channel is all about breeding that beautiful feeling of, you know, you are a sovereign being, you are you, and you are, I'm going to say, perfect in all of your imperfections. So we're all still learning, we're all still trying to make our way through the quicksand, okay? So when we have an argument with someone, we've got our heart chakra closed off. When we're pissed off with ourselves, we've got our heart chakra closed off. So any of those, you know, lower vibrational emotions means that we've closed off our heart chakra. So, you know, some of these might be jealousy, anxiety, sadness, We could say depression. So when I say depression, talking about, feeling depressed, or it could be even clinical depression. Anger is another one. And frustration, and lack of motivation. Okay, so these are all different things that can happen when our heart chakra closes off. Okay, now these can, when your heart chakra closes off, you will sometimes do that yourself from your own thoughts. So overthinking about things could cause it to close off as well. So if we use Barbie as an example, I love my gang members. Yeah, they're not really friends. So we'll just put Little Red Riding Hood over there for a minute. Only for a minute. Okay. Now, so Barbie is pissed off at Ken right now because Ken wasn't going to lend her the pants, and so she took it upon herself to lend herself. Well, they're now leg warmers, as you can see, but she's actually feeling a whole lot of different things, and a lot of it's coming from her own mind. So Ken didn't really say anything nasty except, I just need a break right now, I need to go. And he sort of left, without fixing things. And so what Barbie has done is she's gone into her mind space and thought a whole heap of things, like, he might not come back, and he doesn't like me because he wasn't going to let me, borrow his jeans. How dare he leave? How could he misinterpret my feelings that, I didn't want him to go, etc., etc., and on it goes. And this is what actually goes on in the twin flame journey, especially during the separation phases, is that the divine feminine kind of goes, especially if they're not hearing from their masculine, maybe they're never coming back, maybe they don't want to talk to me, maybe I said something wrong, maybe, and it's all this future foretelling, what if this happens, maybe I did this, maybe he thinks that. Take gender how it resonates. And so a lot of what we tell ourselves is an actual can I say mind fuckery, right? Because the mind is on its own trajectory of making all this stuff up. And unless we actually talk to the person one-on-one, we really don't know what's happening. So maybe Ken, maybe Ken just had cold legs and needed to go to the shop and get some new jeans or pants. Or maybe he's upset about something that's completely non-related to Barbie taking his jeans. So what I want to say to you now is that, okay, so Nat, you've said remain heart space open. Oh, okay. You've said remain heart space open. How do we do that when we've got all of these idiots, including perhaps your twin flame, if they're being an idiot right now? We won't use any harsher word than idiot, will we? The way that you do that is that you come into a space of loving the self. So it comes to a point where you love yourself so much, and not in an egotistical way, but you love and you nurture yourself so much that whatever happens in the 3D world around you, you can kind of see it from that eagle perspective. Okay, well, maybe Ken's pissed off because he's wearing no pants, and that's a little bit embarrassing for him right now. Barbie, that might be a bit embarrassing because when he goes to visit his friends, he's gonna have a mound. And they're gonna be like, wow, Ken, did you become a stripper? And ask all these questions about why he's wearing no pants. So what I'm trying to get to, I can't help but be silly, but what I'm trying to get to is that I've said it many times before. If you're still getting triggered by the outside world, if the telephone company rung you up and wanted you to complete a survey and that pissed you off, then you're still getting triggered by the outside world. Okay? And all of these triggers are an indication that sometimes we just need to laugh about what's going on. So just pay no mind to it, If you're in the middle of writing a best-selling book and your computer switches off and you lose all your word count, maybe it's just not meant to be right now. Maybe that's the universe's way of saying that book about Ken and stripping isn't going to sell on Amazon, right? So it's just sometimes the universe will do these things not to test us, but because something's not meant for you. I'll give you an example. I had a girlfriend a long time ago, and I thought she really, really cared about me. And then one day, this is a long time ago now, but then one day she just stopped speaking to me. And we'd been talking every single day. And I thought, wow, okay, what have I done wrong? And of course I was in my mind space, not in my heart space. And I'm like overthinking it, going, oh, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't say something right. Or maybe I was, joking around too much and she took it the wrong way, or, whatever. And then about 6 months later, I get a message saying that I had to block you because I was going through some stuff, and a friend of mine told me not to talk to you anymore, or something like that, something along those lines. And I was like, wow, that's really weird. No one's ever said that to me before, that, a friend of a friend told me not to talk to you anymore, kind of thing. And I was like, I was in a different space, and I kind of was like, well, the universe actually pulled that person away from me because I didn't need them anymore. So they were part of my soul growth. And then the universe kind of, I didn't do anything, but the universe did. The universe can be your friend in so many ways, especially when you remain in your heart space, because the universe will reward you for that. The other thing I want to mention today is birds of a feather flock together. So, let's say someone's in a gang, right? And all this stuff happens to them, like, their cousin gets injured, or someone gets locked up, or, all of that stuff, or there's drugs involved, or guns, or something like that. And the person in the gang finally realizes that, oh my goodness, if I hang around in this for too much longer, I'm going to get swept up in it. It's like if you're standing at the beach holding a loaf of bread, all the seagulls are going to come. You're going to be in and amongst the drama. So I say now to choose your friends wisely, to choose the people who resonate with you. And if you have family members who aren't right for you, then perhaps it's time to, maybe you can't cut the cord completely because of, social norms and stuff, but maybe you don't need to be so worried about making them happy. Like maybe it's time to make you happy. Because when you remain heart space open, even if, let's just do the challenge for a week. Try and remain heart space open for a whole week. So even if that telemarketer rings you up and says, "Hi, Barbara." "Hi, Barbara. Would you be interested in trying our new sample? We can send it out to you today, but you just need to complete a quick 50-minute survey." Instead of getting mad about it and frustrated about it, maybe you could just be nice to the other person on the other end of the line, and try and do this with everyone. And if someone's mean to you, be like a jellyfish. Like I always say, a jellyfish is permeable. It has holes in it and the water flows through it. So let all of the bullshit flow through you if someone annoys you. Now try this for a week and then see what happens to your life. This is like my 7-day challenge. All right, remain heart space open, even to your divine counterpart. Okay, even if they're not exactly where they're meant to be right now, even if they're wearing no pants right now, and you want them wearing pants. That's a metaphor, by the way. So everyone's at different stages of growth. Everyone doesn't understand everyone else, and when you find your soul tribe, you can finally feel freer to be who you are and remain heart space open. This is the challenge. Can you remain heart space open for 1 week? It's hard to even do it for a day, so a week might be a challenge. But when you close off your heart space, I just want to quickly say one more thing before I go, because I know I've nearly been 30 minutes. But when you remain heart space open, you send out these wonderful vibration to the universe that says, I know I'm love. I know I deserve love. I know I'm amazing. I know that, I'm worth something. And the universe tries to send that back to you. Oh, she's, Little Red Riding Hood's worth something. Let's send her something of worth. Little Red Riding's amazing. Let's send her something amazing. Little Red Riding Hood is loving. Let's send her something loving. Now, if you close off that energy, right, you're literally sending out, usually you're sending out a different vibration, because you're not in your heart space. You won't be in those loving thoughts, those amazing thoughts, those joyful thoughts, those blissful thoughts. And so the universe is made of energy, and so you'll send out this different frequency that says things like, Little Red Riding Hood might say, "Nothing's working out for me. My divine masculine doesn't love me. Whenever I go to the woods, I always meet that wolf." And so what's the universe going to send to her? Oh, everything's not working out for her. Every time she goes into the woods, she sees a wolf, meets a wolf, right? Believe it or not, the universe actually wants to bring you what you want. And most people don't know that they're manifesting all the time. Manifestation never stops. It's continual all the time. So what you send out in your vibration comes back to you. So if you're sending out love and vibrance and happiness, guess what's coming back to you? Eventually, it's not instant, right? Love and vibrance and whatever the other third thing is that I can't remember that I said, right? So this is sort of how the law of karma works too. Some people don't believe in karma. However, I've seen it to be true. And, Barbie might get some karma for taking these jeans Let's just take them off, all right? Let's be honest, they don't suit you. Right, someone's going to tell, you know what, because I said that to you and I put that out into the universe, someone's going to tell me that something doesn't suit me as well, but that's okay. So because she took the pants without asking, she'll get karma for that. But it may not be that someone takes her pants. It may be something different. It may be that, one day she's driving along in her SUV and she leaves her glasses on the roof when she goes to put, gas in the car, and she drives off and her glasses get lost and someone finds them and goes, "Oh, what a cool pair of glasses." You know what I mean? That's kind of how the universe works. So what you put out, you get back. And of course, if you believe in karma, you know that and past lives, then you'll know that past life karma can also come into this life and do some stuff. But that's a whole nother topic. That's a big topic, and I won't go there today because I don't think it's necessary. But what I will say is, whatever you are pushing out of yourself into the universe is really, really, really important. Hang around with people that are good for you. Spend time in nature. I think nature resonates or vibrates at 7 hertz, and humans actually resonate at 5 hertz. You can check that out and look that up. But when you go into nature, you actually raise your vibration. So just, 5 minutes, put your feet in the dirt, or in the sand, or, in the soil. I'm not sure if you know this, but the earth has a magnetic resonance, that's constantly there. It constantly pushes out energy. And this beautiful energy you can tap into by, taking grounding, and you can take your shoes off and put your feet in the soil. And it feels amazing. If you've ever been to the beach with your shoes off, you'll know how amazing it feels to walk along the beach. And that's because you're grounding. You're actually picking up the frequency of the earth. Okay. So, I think I've talked for long enough. I want to send you blessings today and abundance as well. And I want you to know that if you don't know what to do, like if you're in a situation where you really don't know what to do, ask the question to yourself, what would love do? And that's how you can find the answer within your own self. That's how you remain heart-spaced open. What would love do? When that telemarketer rings me up and wants me to do that 50-minute survey that no one else will do I have it in my heart today to perhaps help them out? If I see an advert for children that are starving or homeless, or, I don't know, some kind of charity that needs my help and I've got a little bit of extra money to give, do I maybe give it? Do I have it in my heart to give out, to help others? Okay. So remaining heart space open isn't just about you feeling better. It's about feeling better, and then in your feeling better, you can give back to the world. And for some of you, that means mission work of some kind. And so I invite you to, when you're feeling better, when you're 7 days of heart space open, maybe you'll be guided to give to charity. Maybe you'll be guided to, help that person in your local community. Maybe you might go and, go to the local animal shelter and see if you can do some volunteer work there or something like that. There's animals and children and homeless and poor people that need our help in this world. And when we feel good about ourselves, then we can also help other people. Okay. And imagine the world where everyone is heart space open. Imagine that world. It sounds like a utopia and it sounds like it's a long way away, but imagine everyone caring about everyone else. Everyone understanding that each person is on their own journey. Seeing it from an eagle perspective. You know, how you could imagine that God sees people. You know, Little Red Riding Hood didn't mean to be mean to Barbie the other day, but maybe she can heal from that. Maybe she can open her heart space enough to be kind because they have to live together. You know? So how can you be kinder to yourself? How can you be more loving to yourself? How can you give to the people around you? That's how you create a joyous life. That's how you create joy from within, and then you send it out into the universe as best you can. I mean, maybe some of you, you know, look after children already because you're a parent or you're a grandparent or a mother or a father or whatever, so you don't have time to do that. But, you know, if you've got a little bit of extra money, you could give that to charity. Or you could help someone in need. You know, maybe there's someone in your community that doesn't have much food. Maybe you could take them a bag of apples from your backyard tree or something like that. So think about what you can do to be a part of opening your heart for yourself, so you don't judge yourself and you come to love yourself, and you realize that the mistakes that you've made in the past are because you had your heart chakra closed and because you were in fear of getting hurt, fear of going within and actually taking a look at yourself. And when you can remain heart space open, miracles will start happening, and I promise you that that's the truth. And if you clicked on this video today and you've lasted right till the end, there's a miracle coming for you, and I'm sure you're going to see it within the next month or so. I want to thank you for being here, as always, to my regular viewers. And if you're new today, thank you so much for joining me. I love you all so much. And I want to send you a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And please know that you are loved. If you need me, my details, are in the description box below. And I'm so overwhelmed by the loving, charitable viewers that I have on my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you can remain with me on this journey, because it's really been a fantastic ride so far. If Ken comes back with no pants, I promise he'll make an appearance. I don't know if it'll be pants on or pants off. See you, everyone. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Mwah. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Bye.